my name is Evelyn and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we are building a house, or we're actually building two houses to be honest. Like it's a kind of a shared, or what are they called? Attached houses, and they're definitely Brindleton styled houses. They're gambrels. I think this is called Dutch Colonial if I'm not mistaken. At least it was inspired. Oh, by the way, I remembered to save my inspirational picture this time, so I'll just pop it in right here if I remember. Hopefully I do. But yeah, that is what we're building today. So as you can see, the house did not turn out like exactly like the inspirational picture looks, but I do like how it turned out in the end. Also, if my voice sounds a little bit rough, I'm currently sick. Like I said in the video, when was it, Wednesday? I am actually sick. I usually get sick when I come home from Denmark. It's just, I don't know why, it's every time, but that's just, it just happens. But yeah, it's been a bit quiet on the channel lately because of that, and I woke up like Thursday. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I did send out a few updates over there, but I woke up Thursday and just literally could not talk. Like my voice was just gone. I was trying to yell out for my man and it just, nothing came out. So of course when you don't have a voice, it's difficult to do voiceovers because, you know, you kind of have to be able to talk. So I've been super bored the last couple of days. I've been building a lot, like a lot. I think I've ended up building like 4 houses total or something like that. The video that's coming up tomorrow, which I'll hopefully be able to do after this one, I'll be able to do the voiceover. Hopefully my voice won't take too much damage from talking right now, but we will see. It's actually the video that was supposed to go up Thursday, so you'll get that anyways, and then we're just gonna like continue on with the next week as if nothing has happened. I know I'm still missing the Disney princess that I was supposed to put up yesterday, but I knew that I wasn't able to talk Friday either, so that's just it's gonna be moved until next week, and that's just how that is. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing great and that you're not sick or anything like that, because it freaking sucks. But that's just life sometimes, I guess. But yeah, for this build I did end up changing the color scheme like maybe 3 times or something while building. I may have cut some of it out. I think at some point I go back and then I change it to, I think it's like a white cream kind of with black trims or something like that, maybe. Because I was like sitting here like, you've used this color scheme before, because I did use it a couple months back on a, what was it, a big Brindleton family home and also a tiny Brindleton family home or something like that, where they were more like blue and also orange rather than brown, but it's sort of the same color scheme. So I was sitting here like, you can't do this again, you've kind of been there and done that. But I mean, I've done the white and black color scheme as well, so why was that an issue? I don't know. But yeah, I do end up going back and changing it in the end, so it turns out to look somewhat like the color scheme that it has right now. I don't know why I'm so indecisive with the color scheme on the exterior, because on the inside I will literally maybe like change it once or something every other build maybe, but usually I just stick to that one color scheme that I choose for the first room, and then I'll just leave it be. Like it happens now and then that I'll go back and maybe change it to something brighter or something like that, but it just not very often. But with exteriors I always change the color scheme like 3 times at least, and I don't know why. I'm so indecisive when it comes to that. But for the rest, everything was fine. The house on the left, or what, let me see, the bigger house, I show basically most of the furnishing in that house, but I do skip out the furnishing for the entire second house because this video would have ended up being like 40 minutes long, and I'm sorry, 40-minute voiceovers kind of scare me, so let's not go there. But yeah, so there'll be plenty of screenshots of that house in the end of the video, but so far I'm just showing all the furnishing in the first one or in the left house. I can say though that the furnishing or the style, the interior style for both houses are sort of the same. I think I ended up going for, what was the color scheme? I went with blue for the interior for both, and then I went with red for one maybe and yellow for the other one, so blue and red and blue and yellow. I think the main house, the left house, has blue and red and the other one has blue and yellow, but other than that they're sort of the same styles, so you're not missing out on much. You just don't have to sit and watch me furnish the same kitchen twice basically. Also for this build I actually decided to basically put a lot of stuff in the front yard rather than the backyard for a change. I don't know why exactly. They do have a small pool in the backyard though, and also a swing for some of the kids, so they do have a little bit in the backyard, but mostly all of their stuff is actually in the front yard. So they have a gazebo and also a clothesline. They have a little what's it called gardening area as well, and also 2 small ponds. So most of their stuff is in the front yard. I know that's a little bit weird. I don't usually do it like that, but I just wanted to see what it looked like basically, so I decided to do that for a change. But it's probably not gonna happen very often because it is a bit weird, but that's just how it is this time around. Also, before I forget, this house is for the main build, which is the left build because it's a little bit bigger, or the main house is for 2 parents and a teen and a toddler, and the right house, which I sort of imagine to be more of a guest house rather than another family living there, because the gardens are not split up, they're combined gardens, so it's sort of like one big shared garden. I feel like that's more common if they had a guest house over there rather than, you know, 2 different families living in there, but you can totally do both if that's what you're, you know, want to do with the build. But that's for 2 parents and also a kid, so you got a little bit of like almost every life stage in the game in this build, and I hope you guys can, you know, come up with something to do with it. I think it is a little bit weird. I think the house or the next couple of houses will probably be a little bit more usable than this, but I just had a lot of fun doing it. I saw the picture because I was super bored, so of course, when I'm bored, I go on Pinterest and I just look at houses or I start building. So I was super bored the other day and I just decided to like snoop around on Pinterest, and I found that house and I was like, because you guys know I love Dutch colonials. I think gambrel roofing is really, really special. I think it's very interesting, so I'd like to play around with it in game, and I saw the build and I was like, I need to build something like this. So we're just gonna use this as an inspirational picture and then do something with it. And because I didn't really want to put the garage over there because that would be a whole separate house just for a garage, and I feel like that's kind of useless because, you know, whatever. Usually with my garages in my builds, I always make sure that the room inside the garage can still be used to live in, or maybe I turn it into like a home fitness or something like that, maybe like a hobby room or something else, maybe a teen boys room. You get the picture. But for this one, I just thought, because it was the whole right building was just a garage, and I thought that was kind of weird, so I just turned it into a residential, or not residential because I guess a garage is residential too, but I just turned it into another house. So yeah, I thought it would be fun to do something like that, just for a change, mix it up just a little bit. But the next couple of houses will definitely, or the next couple of family homes, will definitely be a bit more usable for gameplay. Also, I have, because you guys have been requesting, or some of you guys have been requesting 1-story homes, and I will probably do one. I haven't done one in ages because I personally don't really like doing 1-story homes. I think you can do a lot more with the exterior if the homes are 2-story homes. I think they look a lot more interesting, if that makes any sense. 1-story homes are very limited, but I will definitely do one since you guys have been asking for it. And also I have another one which is a mid-century modern. Mid-century moderns are often very often just 1-story homes, so I also have one of those that I started working on way before Seasons came out, and I just never released it because it's a mid-century modern and I've never done something like that on the channel. So I'm a little bit like, would you guys even like this? Because I personally am not the biggest fan of mid-century modern either, but yeah, we will see when that goes up on the channel. It's not completely done yet. We will see when it's done as well, but there is there are 1-story homes coming as well, so don't worry about that. But like I said, I just feel like 2-story homes are a lot more interesting to build. Also because you guys, if you've been watching my videos, know that I personally love doing exteriors, not so much interiors. I'm in a phase right now where I actually kind of like doing interiors, but usually I'm not. Usually I prefer exteriors way over interiors. So for me, exteriors are a lot more fun to do if you do two-story homes. Other than that, I do also have another build coming up sometime in a couple weeks because it's not a residential home, it's a community lot, and I haven't done one of those in ages either, but it was requested quite a lot here on the channel, so I thought I would do it. And it's not completely done, it needs like a couple of finishing touches and stuff, but it will be coming up in a couple of weeks. And other than that, I just have a lot of family homes ready for you guys because I have been feeling miserable and bored, and I build when I'm bored. So yeah, for the landscaping, we're mainly going for like a little bit of a wilder touch to it. It's very random, there's a lot of plants here and there, and I am totally into using those trees again. I took a small break, or did I even do that? I don't know. I think I took a small break from using those trees. The are those called evergreens? I think so. I think they're actually Base Game, or either Base Game or Get Together, I'm not entirely sure, but one of those two. But I did take a small break from using those too much because I used to use them like every single build. Now I'm back to using them every single build again because you can put them in front of the house and they don't take up too much space, so you can still actually see the house behind the tree, which I think is pretty neat. So yeah, we're back to using those again, but I did put a lot of those around, and I just needed a few, like just a few, because we're building this during autumn, which you'll also see later on. I put when I put the finishing touches on the house exterior itself, I do end up putting some decorations on it as well through gameplay. So there'll be some, like, what are they, orange and possibly red, other kind of nuances of yellow banners on the build, which I think is nice, and it also looks really good with the brown. But I wanted there to be some more trees that were colored, so brown and also red, orange in front of the house as well, so they could sort of, like, you know, go with the whole autumn thing. I think autumn is definitely my favorite season to build in so far. I mean, the next couple of family homes will be built in either spring or summer. I think mainly summer, but autumn is just like so freaking pretty, and I know I mentioned that in every single autumnal build that I've done, but it's so pretty with the colors. I just freaking love it. So I know I need to do more during winter. There will be a Christmas cabin or something like that coming up at some point. I just need to figure out exactly what I want it to look like, basically, but I'm so up for that. I also feel like it's kind of awkward timing because we're in the middle of summer right now. Why would you be building a Christmas cabin? But I do want to do it, just like go crazy with the decorations and everything, and also so I can build during like snowfall or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. But so far, I think autumn is definitely my favorite season to build in because it's just so freaking pretty. I am so happy with autumn. As you may have noticed, there's been like last couple weeks, there's been an autumnal build every single weekend. But that's just how that is so far. But yeah, we'll get back into building in the other seasons or during the other seasons as well, so don't worry about that. Their kitchen right here is super tiny, by the way, but I just didn't really feel like I'm back into making every room kind of small. Actually, right now I'm building on another Dutch colonial where I've actually kept the common rooms quite big, which is quite unlike me, but I thought if it's quite a big one. You'll see it in a couple weeks or something like that, but it's quite a big build, so of course the rooms on the interior needed to be a little bit bigger too, otherwise they'd end up with like 3 living rooms or something like that. But I do like how that build is turning out so far, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys as well. But usually when I do floor plans, I do tend to make my rooms quite small because I just like tiny and cramped together. I like clutter. It looks a lot more lived in to me when everything is just a little bit more together, or you know what I mean, like everything is pushed together just a little bit, if that makes any sense, without being overdone, of course, because that just gets like too messy. But I do like smaller houses, or not smaller houses, smaller rooms, because then everything is just like, there's not a lot of like empty space, basically. It's funny though, because I only feel like that with my own builds. Like I can watch other builders build and they make like huge houses with big rooms and it just looks so luxurious and everything, but when I do that, I just feel like everything is empty. I don't know, it just doesn't work out in my own game, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't look right in my game, but it works totally fine for others. Okay, so I've just had to take a short break because my throat was just hurting a little bit, but we are back and it's all good, don't worry about that. But this is the dining room, and I definitely feel like the dining room and also the kitchen kind of represent the rest of the house pretty well. Like it's very close together, very kind of rustic and also a little bit country. It's very homey, cozy, warm, but then again with the blue, because I felt like that blue, by the way, I felt like it worked very well with both the chairs that have a little bit of blue on them, and also I put a planter thing from Jungle Adventure on the, I don't actually know what that's called. It's like it's not a closet thing, whatever, cupboard thing maybe. It's got like plates and stuff in it, but that was blue too. And then on the rug as well from Laundry Day also has a little bit of blue in it, so I figured it would work pretty well because it also has red, so that's nice how that works out. I am obsessed with that painting, by the way, like actually obsessed with it. I've used it in every single build that I've done lately. I just think it's so pretty. It's so clean, and I definitely feel like you can easily use it in more contemporary interiors as well, because a lot of the swatches are very like, yeah, very clean and just like pretty and nice. Like the one with the, what is it, branches with snow on it is so pretty. There is, what is there? There is one that reminds me of New Year's, I'm pretty sure. A lot of the swatches are freaking beautiful, but at the same time I also feel like you can easily use it in interiors that are more rustic, like this one, because of the barn swatch. As you can see right now, there is also the one with the autumn leaves on it, or not autumn leaves, but it's like the branch one with autumn whatever brown leaves on it. It looks really pretty, so I'm very like, yeah, I really like that painting to be honest. I don't know if it's really a painting because it looks like it doesn't have a frame, so I feel weird calling it a painting, but at the same time I know it's not a photograph. Does that make any sense? I also think this might be the first time ever that I've used those rugs from Toddler Stuff Pack. I don't recall ever using them before because they're very clean, and you can also only use them like 3 at one time. So for me, because I make such small rooms in my builds, it's not easy to fit them in, but we did get the make things smaller cheat kind of back in November, so I haven't tried since, because like I said, they're very clean, but I figured the colors fit perfectly with this interior. Like they're very warm, so you got the orange and also the red, and there was one that was more pink, but I feel like it worked very well with the barn painting in the background. So yeah, I think this might be the first time I've ever used them. I wish we had more swatches or like maybe patterns in those colors, but I did check and it wasn't possible, because I thought maybe the patterns would have fit the whole exterior, or not exterior, interior better. Over here in the little corner, I've kind of like pushed this pool like up into the corner and just been like, yeah, we need a pool in this build, so you're just gonna be up here in the corner, you know, take up as little space as possible, but I did want them to have one. And also in the other end of the backyard there will be the swing, as you can see right now, which has a nice like autumnal swatch as well, so there's stuff to do in the backyard, just not a lot. And I think I ended up landscaping it either in the end or I cut it out, because a lot of the landscaping was sort of the same. I used the same plants, it was the same style and everything, so I think I just kind of cut some of it out a little bit. I hope that's okay with you. I tend to do that with my builds, so just because it gets kind of repetitive when I just like continuously place down the same plant over and over, you know what I mean? So I hope that's okay with you guys. And this is the master bedroom in the main building, so in the left building that you saw before, the biggest of the two builds or the two houses. And it is definitely like mostly, I feel like right now it's very cold, but I do add some accent walls later on. I don't remember if they were red or orange. It's kind of like this house overall is mainly like blue and red, or blue and orange, and then the other one, like I said before, is just blue and yellow. So I think I might have added some orange in here instead of some red, if I'm not mistaken, because I thought it was a little bit too much red considering the bed and also the rug as well. The plants over on that thing from Laundry Day, which is so cute, by the way. Those shelves, I don't fully know what they're called in English, but I thought they were so cute. And I haven't really used, I think I've used them like twice before or something like that, so I definitely fit well into the master bedroom. So I thought it was perfect to hang them up there and then just put some walls, or not some walls, on the shelves. Some plants on the shelves. And yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that this is the only bathroom on the second floor in the main house. So I've already shown the one underneath or the one on the ground floor, but I thought it would be okay to include this one as well because it is a little bit bigger and also it's the only one up here. So basically all the 3 bedrooms have to share this bathroom, but I hope that's okay. They do have a shower downstairs as well, if I recall correctly, so it should be fine. Multiple Sims can shower at the same time before they have to go to school or work or whatever they do. And yeah, this is the, I think it turns out to be the teens bedroom if I'm not mistaken, and then the other one is the toddler one. The toddler one is a little bit smaller. I usually make my toddler rooms very small because I just they don't really need a lot of stuff in there, you know what I mean? Like they don't do their homework or something, so I usually don't have to put a desk in there because what would a toddler do with a freaking desk? So the toddler rooms are usually a little bit smaller, and that's just how I do it in my builds. But I think this could possibly work for a child as well if I'm not like, I think it could, because I do think I put some toys in the living room if I recall correctly. I kind of been trying to do that lately with my builds. Also, if I recall correctly, a lot during this, it is because, like I said, I have been building quite a lot lately, so I have a fair amount of builds that I need to like remember everything about basically, so I may like mix them up a little bit, and I'm sorry for that, but that's just how it is sometimes when you, I don't know, when you go build a crazy. So I think the only thing in this room that kind of differs or make this room a little bit different from my kids' rooms, and that's why I think it's 14, is because I put makeup in there, and I usually don't do that with my children's rooms because when I was a kid we didn't wear makeup. I didn't wear makeup until I was like 14 or something like that, so I was technically still a kid when I was 14. I'm still a kid at heart or whatever. But yeah, that's usually what differs or what makes my children's rooms different from teens rooms, is that they don't have makeup in there, even though not all teens wear makeup either, so it's kind of different. I just try to add some personality to the bedrooms. I don't freaking know. But yeah, this is the toddler's room, and it is super tiny, as I usually make my toddler rooms like I said before, so there's not a whole lot going on in there, just a little bit of like furniture that the toddler can enjoy, and their big plushie, and also those blocks that they need to, what is it, they need them to, actually those blocks are really useful in game. They can use them for basically everything, can't they? So yeah, just a lot of toddler necessities. I actually think I might have forgotten to put in a pot in one of the bathrooms, so you're gonna have to add that yourselves, because I'm pretty sure by now I've already uploaded the build or I've saved it already. I may go back and change it, so check your builds out if you did download this for your own game. There may not or may be a pot in the bathroom, but yeah, sorry for that if I forgot it. This doesn't surprise me. I often forget that. Also the high chair. I forget the high chair always, because I always do kitchen first, and then I do the dining room, and then I do the living room, and then I do bathrooms or bedrooms in the end. And it's not always when I do the floor plan that I'm entirely sure what's gonna go in, like what bedrooms goes to a toddler or a kid, so I'm not entirely sure when I do the kitchen if there'll be a toddler or a kid bedroom in the house. Does that make any sense? Like I'm trying to explain to you, but I suck at explaining things. But yeah, so it's often that I kind of forget to go back and add the high chair afterwards, and I also forget to add the pot during the bathrooms, so I'm sorry for that. That's just bad habits, I guess. But anyways guys, we are going into screenshots soon, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now. I hope you like the build. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is EvelynYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Evelyn or EvelynYT, and the name and everything is listed in the description down below if you are curious. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!
Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. I can be here with you, everything's alright.